Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
In Washington, there is this small group called the Squad, and they are considered to be more on the progressive side of the Democratic Party. And they actually belong to a more formal group called the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Now, some of those members are AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Cori Bush, and Jamal Bowman, just to name a few. Now, some of them are going to be facing a tough re-election, as they have others from the Democratic Party who want to challenge them. Now, one of those members is that of Jamal Bowman. Now, the competitor that's challenging him is another Democrat, so it's not really another Republican, but it's a Democrat who considers himself to be more moderate, right? More like kind of in the middle, if you will. Now, his name is George Latimer, and he is endorsed by AIPAC. Okay, he is very pro-Israel. And so he is saying that the Squad needs to become smaller. Okay, and if he's elected, that would make the Squad per se smaller, I guess. And so it should also be said that Jamal and Cori Bush have not really been pro-Israel and what's going on there in the Gaza Strip. Sounds like they have kind of been a little bit outspoken about it as well. All right, so Jamal is being challenged. Now, Cori is also being challenged because she's under fire for a whole host of things, including being accused of using some of her campaign funds to pay for her personal security. Okay, and so her challenger is that of Wesley Bell. Now, I looked into Wesley Bell, and he's a brother, and he seems like he's all right. Now, I want to put heavy emphasis on the word seems, because they seem that way. But from what I read, it seems like he's an all right brother. Now, there is a black man by the name of Marcellus Williams who has been on death row since 2001. And he has been vehement about he did not commit the crime that he's been accused of. And when Mr. Bell looked into it, he's also a prosecutor there in St. Louis. When he looked into it, he was like, yeah, it's possible that he didn't do it. So he's like, hey, we might want to hold off on that because it just doesn't look like he's the guy that did it. He's falsely accused. And he's also been very staunchly against what the police officers are doing there in St. Louis. He's very heavy on police reform. And so, for lack of better words, he sounds like he really does speak up on behalf of black people. So again, he is challenging Cori Bush for that congressional seat. Now, I want to say this. It's not going to hurt us as black people to look at other candidates. Now, what's going on with Jamal Bowman, I think we kind of know what's going on without me really having to go into that. Will the guy that's going up against Jamal Bowman be successful? I don't know. He might, because they said that he is heavily out fundraising that of Jamal. So I don't know. Jamal may not be coming back or going back to Washington, I should say, the next time around. But with that of Wesley and Cori, their fundraising is right around the same amount. But, you know, there's some people who are probably fatigued of hearing about congressional members going through things, siphoning money and all kind of other stuff. And I think if, you know, Wesley Bell is on the up and up, I think he might be refreshing for the voters of St. Louis, especially black people, especially since he is like, nah, we're not going to be killing black men who may be innocent. Let's do all that we can before we just pull the switch, because that's not often the case when it comes to prosecutors. A lot of times they're like, we got the win, slam dunk. We don't care if he's guilty or not. He's going to go up to glory or down below. I don't know. But he is saying that is not the case. And so the Innocence Project, which is a group that's big on really getting people exonerated for stuff that they did not do. So he is working along with them as well. So I think that's a good thing. But I know, again, I said it seems. So y'all might know some other stuff that I don't. about Mr. Bell. But nevertheless, they're being challenged, and we're going to see what is going to happen. And I just want to say before I leave, I don't think the squad has been all that progressive. It sounds like a lot of them they didn't sell out, but they bought in, right? Remember when somebody like AOC, she was rock'em sock'em, she was sticking it to the man for, these big corporations, and she didn't want Amazon to go up in New York and all of that. And then she shows up on the red carpet at the Met Gala. What they said was, a very expensive dress, and paid a lot of money to get in there. And it's like, well, that ain't so progressive. That sounds like you rubbing elbows, with them folks with a lot of money. So I don't know. They made a lot of noise, but now you don't hear anything hardly from them at all, unless they're getting in trouble for something. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show.